One time I saw a child drowning in the pool, and I just watched.
One time I saw someone drowning in the sea, and I threw them a weight.
I like us better when we are together. Top down, cruising through this life forever. I like us better when we are together. Dinner or movies, I'm down for whichever.
Hey everyone!
Hi!
I'm your favorite slutty puppet, Priscilla Cybin.
And I'm your hoary girl, Luna Soul, and this is Trash Pop.
The show where we mimic Katya and Trixie because it's our show.
And we'll do whatever the fuck we want.
Girl, like we always say, we are a drag queen pop band who does fun videos on YouTube.com, and we make amazing, horrible, funny pop music.
Available everywhere.
Girl, today I thought we would talk about something that both of us really can't stand. Children. Ew.
Face crack of the century.
No, I wanted us to talk about children because like a lot of our society really seems to love those little gremlins. But you and I are not the biggest fans of these things called children, are we?
No.
Why don't you like kids, girl? What's wrong with you?
Lots of things. That's my doctor.
I'm actually like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I have a baby bump. My husband impregnated me last night. I forgot the plan B.
You're terrible.
No, I love being a gay man because I know I'm never gonna get pregnant.
Okay, but like the preface is like, I don't mind some of my family's children. Like when I say I don't like children, I don't like people I don't know's children.
Okay.
I'm okay with people that I know usually because I know their parents keep them in track. I don't like children when their parents just let them run around like fucking wild animals.
Fair. I like being a gay uncle, a gunkle, if you will, because I like that I get to see the child for a little bit and then
that's it.
Be done.
Right? I will spoil you, I'll give you everything you want, but then after that, I get to leave and have all my money to myself.
Right? And have the peace and quiet.
And it's just like,
a child around.
I couldn't justify having a child in this day and age because this world is too messed up.
That's a good point.
I don't want a child in this world. I don't even want to live in this world half the time. Why would I want to bring something else here?
I feel that. What about adoption though, girl? Like if the child was already... What about adoption, girl? Like if the child was already in the world.
I mean, I thought about it, but like I could adopt, but could my husband? Probably no.
I'm just like, why can't kids do things for themselves?
I think it's a lot that like now that we're adults, we expect people to be adults like us, and I don't like give children the benefit of the doubt. Like I know they're not full people yet.
They really aren't. I think like I like to make a joke about how much I hate children, but I think actually I probably don't hate children as much as some people.
I don't hate them that much. I just don't like them.
If there was a child in front of me right now,
I would kick it.
One time I saw a child drowning in the pool, and I just watched.
One time I saw someone drowning in the sea, and I threw them a weight.
Girls.
They thought it was a life preserver.
Oh my god, I have a funny story about children actually.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, so it was actually at my new apartment complex. Me and my husband and our friend, we were hanging out. I think we were doing like a little cookout by the pool. And these like two kids are outside of the gated door, kind of just like making these like weird little children sounds, like meh, meh. And then, so Daniel being like, my husband being really nice, he goes out there and he goes like, hey, can I help you guys? Like, are you trying to come in? And they're like, yeah, we're really wet. We just need to dry ourselves off. And my husband is a sucker. He let these kids in unsupervised because there were no adults with them. Don't even know if they live in our apartment complex. And first they started drying themselves off with paper towels. Then next thing I know, they're getting into the pool and they start swimming. And so I'm like, Daniel, you just let them in here and now they're like swimming unsupervised. Kids can't swim here. You need to say something to them. So he went over and like showed them the sign and stuff, and they were just like, they like shrugged their shoulders at him, didn't listen to him. So we finished our cookout. As we were leaving the pool, I got on my phone, and as we walked past, I was like, yeah, there are some kids here unsupervised. I would definitely come and check that out. And those 2 kids went, and they freaked out. But guess what, bitch? Daniel and my fucking friend laughed after I did it, and I think they called our bluff. Because next thing I know, we're in my friend's apartment looking down at the pool, and they're still there. Because they fucking laughed. They shouldn't have laughed.
No.
I had those kids at the palm of my hand. I was like,
really did.
I know how to manipulate children. But they laughed, and those kids were like, they're just joking. But anyways, kids are disgusting.
You should have came in full drag and scared the shit out of them because they would not have. I'm like, where are your parents?
Right?
That would have really.
That's what I wanted Daniel to do. I really wanted him to be strict, but he couldn't do it.
No, he's too nice.
To this day, I haven't seen those kids around here again. I'm pretty sure they are just like drifters who just like came into the neighborhood and went into the pool, which honestly they're kind of iconic.
I have 2 nieces and I have 2 nieces and 3 nephews.
If you had to sacrifice one of your nibblings, who would it be?
None of them.
I'm just kidding.
I could not.
I know who mine would be, but no, I'm just kidding.
Terrible. I don't really have many stories about children. Oh my god, one time I was on a plane, and come on, you're on a plane. You're not supposed to be, up and about. This little kid was running up and down. Yeah, the aisle.
Their parent let them do that.
Yeah. You know how close I was to just like popping my foot out? I was this close. I almost did it because I was on the aisle. And I was like,
you should have.
I should have. And then she would have learned real quick.
Girl, here's something. As drag queens, we get to experiment and experience a little bit of the feminine side of things. If you could experience the miracle of childbirth, would you want to?
No, it sounds horrible.
It really does, girl. I'm the same way.
Every woman that I've ever talked to has just been like, yeah, I hated it. Amanda, my sister, oh my god, every time has been the worst for her. She threw up the whole pregnancy.
It sounds terrible. See, that's why, so I definitely want to be a teacher at some point.
But you don't want to do children.
I would never want to teach children. I would maybe be interested in 8th grade middle schoolers, but that's like the lowest I'd be willing to go.
And even that, it's just hard to teach them, isn't it?
It really is.
That's a whole other, learning process, too, because, you didn't learn that.
Well, here's a good question, girl. We are adults now, and we're able to talk shit about children. How did you like being a child?
It was fun.
Did you like it?
I mean, I was wild. And this is why I hate children, because I was wild.
I think it's clear to everyone who's watching this that you were a wild child.
I was found to have ADHD at a very young age. I was 4.
Wow, that is really young. You must have been a terror.
I tried running away a lot.
Girl,
chase people with knives.
If you were my child, I would have just let you run away and just okay.
I would have too.
He's gone, who cares?
He's gone. He's gone. We're better off. I'm glad that he's gone.
I tried running away once as a child too. Do you know what I packed with me for food? A couple slices of American cheese. I was just gonna go live in the back alley, and I was like, I'm not gonna live here anymore. But I went back, obviously.
Obviously.
Being a child was fun, though. I was very adventurous as a child.
I was depressed.
Wow, really? I was abused, so...
Neglect.
Maybe that's why we hate children.
You have a better childhood than I did.
We're projecting our childhoods on our children.
You talk to my therapist.
Therapy time. Let me lay on this couch. We'll just talk about it.
Dr. Wilma, please. No one hates children more than my husband, though. I feel he just does not. He cannot. I don't know how.
What is it about children that he hates so much?
I don't know.
Call him. We are calling Luna's partner to ask him why he hates children so much.
I think you might be doing an interview right now. That's not possible. Sorry. Honestly, I just don't think he's a control freak. You can't control children.
You can't.
And I think that's a lot of things. And they're loud, they're obnoxious, they don't listen.
Ooh, girl, here's a good one.
Especially ill-behaved children.
Speaking of ill-behaved children, are you for or against beating your child?
Oh, totally against. As somebody who's a psychologist...
Me too!
No, it does nothing. That's trauma.
It is trauma.
That is trauma!
Were you ever beat as a child?
No. I mean, occasionally, but my mom was abused. So she broke the cycle. She could not do it. My father always told me that anytime she would have spanked us or anything like that, she cried.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. My parents were relentlessly abusive. They did not do the crying. Me and my brothers definitely did the
I'm
crying.
so sad. I hate to laugh. I'm sorry.
When you get older, you realize just how much bodily trauma that gives you. That you're just a child who can't defend yourself, and you're just supposed to like sit there and like
Take it.
accept physical violence on like such a young level. It's fucking horrible. And my parents, unlike your mom, they said, well, we were beat and we turned out okay, so we're gonna beat our kids too. It's like, honey, if you think it's okay to beat your child, you did not turn out okay at all.
You're the problem.
And people who are like, well, you just don't know what you're talking about. If you had kids, you'd want to beat them too. No, honey, I have other ways to deal with problems than to use my physical violence against a being who cannot protect themselves.
He doesn't know better.
It's fucking horrible.
My mom learned early on time. That work for me.
Girl, I like how we hate children, but we're still like, protect children.
Yes, because I may hate them, but they don't deserve the trauma that I went through.
Girl,
or you went through.
No, not at all. You know what we should do one day?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we should go to a library and do like drag queen reading hour. And maybe our minds will change about
Maybe.
children. We'll like read them a book. Do you want to see us go to a library and read the book to the children? Comment down below.
I want to read to the children in nature.
Well, this was actually really fun. We talked a lot more about things that I didn't expect, and maybe I will read to some children one time.
That actually sounds fun. Let's look into it.
If you like this video, give us that thumbs up. And if you think Luna looks gorgeous in this hair, give her a comment.
What? You didn't know I could do that?
Where did that come from?
And with that,
I'm Priscilla Cybin.
and I'm Luna Soul, and Trash Pop's gonna make the world pop.
My foot's asleep.